Yo, welcome to the channel. You should like this video right now, or else you smell. If you're new, you should subscribe, or else you're gonna keep smelling. You know, and who wants to smell? That's just a bad thing to do. No one should want to smell, right? But I ain't gonna be talking about the Battlefield 2042 beta. I had a fun time, but I have seen a lot of just a lot of slobbing, a lot of unnecessary slobbing on this beta. I probably will be uploading this a few days after the beta, just to let my thoughts digest and just see how I really feel after the whole gunplay rush dies down, because man, this game's gunplay is absolutely amazing. Right now on the screen, you're seeing me spawn in, and you probably noticed I spawned in with no attachments and I had to put them all on. That's because that's a new little feature. You can adjust your attachments on the fly. Really don't know how to feel about it just yet. I think it's a little too early to call if it's going to be trash or not. But I will say this: spawning in with no attachments and having to do that over and over and over again is absolutely trash. Hopefully, when the game drops, you can just spawn in and like whatever your last preset on the weapon was. If you had a Cobra sight, an extended barrel, or whatever, if you had that type of stuff on, hopefully you can just spawn with it on and you don't have to every single time put it on. In the beta, it was kind of bugged. You would put on a sight and then, it wouldn't be that sight. You would have this the magnification toggle sight on instead of your red dot or reflex, whatever you picked. So hopefully that gets fixed. I actually do have faith that a few of the bugs from this beta are going to get fixed, because with some of these games, you can tell that they release a beta for hype, like the COD Vanguard shit. You could tell that was like a hype beta. So you should be terrified of all those bugs and problems in that game, because it's like, yo, man, that thing around the corner. But this game, you can kind of tell that, yo, this was like a beta to actually see what was wrong and see what can be fixed in a timely manner. So I have faith that things like that will get fixed. I also had a little flash problem. I call it the flash problem. It really made me think that the game had flashbangs. Those were my first games on. I thought the game had flashbangs. I was like, yo, man, what the fuck is this? But you're not here to listen to me talk about damn technical bugs and shit like that. You want to hear if I think the game is good. And let me just say, I do think the game is good, but I think there's some real flaws, man, with the direction they're choosing to take Battlefield. There's some real flaws, but we're going to get into the flaws a little later. We're going to start off with the gunplay. The gunplay in this game is absolutely amazing. I know a while back, a few of us in the FPS community saw a little leak. The gun looked super lasery and all that. Let me just say that's not the fucking case in game, man. If you are lasering right now in the game, you are a good gunner, and you're probably not using a sight with all that much zoom and shit like that. Yo, man, it's like the other Battlefields, man. You want your laser type shit, man, put on the right sight, put on the right ammunition, put on the right barrel, etc., etc. Especially with the whole little customizing your gun on the fly shit. It's still Battlefield gunplay, man. Bullet drop, good ballistics, everything you like about Battlefield gunner things is still in Battlefield, man. It's not lasery like how some people were worried. I don't know why people got worried. I guess people forgot that you can control recoil in first-person shooters. I guess people forgot all about that. Maybe the person we saw with leaked gameplay was just really good at the game. But yeah, the guns feel great. They sound great, and that is step one to that's step one to a shooting game. Good fun guns feeling good to shoot, etc., etc. But let's get into a flaw. Some of these guns have the time to kill of like fucking half a second, and then some of these guns you gotta dump like 50. All right, and we haven't seen enough weapons. We don't know, there's no videos. Hey, this is the way to make your gun do the best. There's no guides out or nothing like that. It was the beta. None of us really know what's going on, but based off the beta, there's this, it's looking like the time to kill is not really all that consistent with some of these guns. I was definitely more of a fan of the Vector and the AK than the little I think it was the M4 and like I forgot the SMG, man. Look, forgive me, man. The beta's over. I forgot, man. But yeah, I was definitely using the AK and the Vector way more than the other AR and SMG. The LMG felt fucking busted. It felt busted as hell. The time to kill, it needs to be a little bit more consistent. I guess that would be the word. Just consistency across the board, man. Yeah, that really helps with games. That helps with games a lot. That helps with shooters a lot. And I hope that they figure it out, because I see that I'm not the only one that's been talking about this time to kill stuff. I'm over here on Twitter. I'm seeing that there's a few more people talking about the time to kill. So hopefully that gets addressed. Hopefully some buffs happen, some balancing changes happen. Just hopefully we see some change, man. Because I would like for a consistent TTK to be across the board. But yeah, the gunplay is just magnificent. That's the only way I can describe it. It was just a fucking blast, man. But while we're talking about guns being like a very important thing in first-person shooters, let me tell you what else is important. Good maps, man. This goddamn map was too damn big, dude. Way too damn big. And then one of the objective that was the big-ass tower was just... like, yo, take that shit off that damn map, man. Take that whole fucking area off that goddamn map, man. You know, the map too goddamn big, bro. And I'm playing on the PS5, next gen, the 64 versus 64. And yo, still, bro, it's like, yeah, nigga. What the fuck is going on? What's going on? And the thing is, when you're trying to travel the map, all right, let's say you call in a vehicle, right? You call in a vehicle and you want to travel the map because who's a madman and wants to run around a whole battlefield map? You got to be fucking nuts to do that. You have to be absolutely insane. So you call in your vehicle, you hop in your vehicle, you drive, you get to your objective, you get in some gunfights, pew, you finally get caught, you get killed, and you respawn, and you try calling in a vehicle because, you know, who the fuck wants to run around a full battlefield map? And then the game tells you, no, you can't call in a new vehicle because your old vehicle is still in play. I think that's absolutely stupid. On top of this map being that huge, I think that's terrible as well, and that needs to change. You should be able to, I don't know, spawn on your vehicle. Your vehicle should explode shortly after death. Yo, something should happen. Like, something should happen with you in that vehicle. You should be able to call in another vehicle without having to go to your prior one just because it's in play. I think that thing should explode. Either explode after your death, or unless like an enemy takes it or something. If an enemy takes it, it's theirs. They earned it. You died. Oh well. Or you should be able to spawn on it, or you should just be able to call in another damn vehicle, and when you call in another vehicle, your prior one gets destroyed. I don't get the whole vehicle and play thing. That shit was garbage to me. That shit was absolutely garbage to me. That should not be a thing at all. And while we're talking about spawns, I hope that there's a specialist that will have a spawn beacon. And while I brought up spawn beacons, this video will be all over the place. I'm just trying to get my thoughts out and see how I'm feeling. But yo, this specialist shit is terrible. You just saw me shot at a teammate. Did you even know I was shooting at a teammate? You saw me shot at a teammate. You saw me shoot at a teammate. Look at my English. But you saw me shoot at a teammate. I couldn't tell that was a fucking teammate because everybody looks the exact same. This is, that's never been a Battlefield problem. You know, your announcer in this game is over here, the Russians are taking A. Well, we're the fucking Russians too. We're the Russians and Americans. Who the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, why does everyone look the same? I don't know why they did that, because Battlefield had a great system. It was a great balanced system of classes. You know, you had visual cues to know what type of character you're finna fight and go up against. Like, if you were in a tank and you saw an engineer, you would see a rocket launcher on her book bag, you know? You would see, like, you know, the little sniper, recon, like, headgear type thing. So, you know, you gotta kill that guy or else the whole team's gonna be spawning over here. You know, the class just gave you a visual cue, and it was very unique to Battlefield. I don't know why they chose to go this hero shooter route. I absolutely hate the fact that they felt like that was necessary, because it wasn't, man. And it was just it was very unique in Battlefield. Sure, everyone on your team looked the same, but that was the thing. It was your team, not everyone in the fucking match. Everyone in this game looks the same. Like, this is no exaggeration. The only way you can tell someone is on your team is by when you shoot them, they don't take damage. That is the only way you can really tell. All right, the specialist shit, I don't agree with it. I hope, you know, maybe they figure something out. At least make them look different on the different factions, man. Hopefully it's not too late. I don't think it's ever too late to make changes. So hopefully they can do that. I don't know, to come up with a class system on the fly, you know, like put certain characters in certain groups. I don't know, do something, man, because not only is it a visual problem, it's a balance problem. Because I'm playing the character that can heal herself, right? And she can revive people to full health, okay? So, and if this was like, you know, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, and this was a character, I'd probably have a med kit. like as my little gadget to throw down. I have a med kit. But in this game, since I can freely pick whatever the fuck I want, which sounds cool and all, and player choice is always something that people go, ooh, but it's not always the right way, man, because Battlefield was ran off of a system that limited player choice. And guess what Battlefield is and was? It was a great franchise. It's still a great franchise. But come on, man. Like, I'm a fucking healer running around giving myself ammo. I'm not even fucking worried about healing teammates. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, yo, I'm the guy that if you're down, I'm not reviving you, bro. I'm throwing ammo down and I'm finna go frag. I'm not worried about you, you fucking goofball. Get up your damn self, Of course, I'm not actually doing that. I do revive people, but I'm just saying, like, the fact that they're, giving you this much choice. Like, yo, you can bring recon gadgets and then fucking explosives if you want. It's like, yo, come on, man. Like, I think his name's Casper or something like that. He has the little recon drone. I was expecting him to have motion sensors as a grenade, but no, I have the choice of frags or motion sensors. And what is the casual player going to pick? What is the player that's going to play Battlefield that you're going to have on your team going to pick? He's not going to pick no fucking motion sensors, so don't leave that dumbass comment. He's picking frags. All right. So when your team could have had motion sensors or something like that, he has frags. And then on top of that, he can throw down a fucking ammo crate or a healing crate, which is just, to me, just a whole bunch of nonsense, man. I just don't like it. Hopefully, they can at least go to the specialists and adjust what gadgets they can get. I think that would be a good way of balancing it out. Like, if someone's a support character, they should have to run, if someone's a support health character, they should have to run, a health pack, throw down a health pack instead of doing what I just did and throw down a fucking ammo pack just for shits and giggles. And if they're playing someone like, the engineer guy with the sentry, he should have like, the ammo crate. If you're playing someone like the guy with the drone, I think his name's Casper, I forgot, you should most definitely have the motion sensor. And if you're playing the grappling hook guy, that looks like a frag and fun character, just give him some frag grenades, stuff like that. I don't really like the specialists all that much, man. Not really all that much of a fan at all. But it's obvious this is the direction they're going in. I just hope they make tweaks to at least the gadget you bring alongside your actual specialist, ability. Hopefully they just bring a tweak to the gadgets you bring, you're throwable and you're placeable, hopefully they bring tweaks to that. I think that'd be great for the game. I think that would be marvelous for the game. But you know what else is marvelous? How this fucking game looks and how it sounds. Everything is just, it's chef's fucking kiss, man. I couldn't lie to you. This game sounds great, and look, every Battlefield looks great, right? Just wanted to let you hear and see that clip, man. Look, it sounds corny. I hate when they say it, but that is truly some only in Battlefield shit, man. You're not going to get that type of feel from too many games, to be honest with you, bro. And that's just part of the Battlefield charm, and I'm glad that that is something that sticked. I'm glad that that is something that stayed. You're also finna see me get very much confused by, what's a fucking enemy and what's not, because I saw that guy, believe it or not. I actually did fucking see that guy. I heard that guy, but since I'm seeing so many people that look the same, I'm like, no way, that's not an enemy. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate the fact that everyone looks the same. That is such a confusing thing. But yeah, the game looks and sounds amazing. Look, man, the gunplay is there. The map was a little, I guess, a little trash, a little too fucking big. Fuck a little too big. Definitely too fucking big. But hey, it is what it is. We're going to see what the other maps are talking about. They can always tweak a map. There's never a time they can't tweak a map. The only time game companies can't tweak a map is when they want to be fucking stubborn and not listen to their community. So we're going to see what DICE is on, because the last few times they didn't listen to their community, it went bad. And the last times they listened to their community, it went well. Now, before we end this video, I just want to talk to you about probably the worst thing about this beta as a console player, which is the controller fucking settings. Look at all this fucking bullshit. They have layouts and they're not even showing me what the layouts are. They're just showing me the fucking names. I don't know what the fuck any of this means. Any of this at all means. You know, they're not even showing me this. But here's the real problem. Once we get into the sensitivity area, this is a whole lot of fucking nothing. Right here is just a whole lot of fucking nothing. As a guy that is a controller sweat, I had such a hard time at the start of the beta to doing good because I just couldn't get my settings right for the fucking longest. Look at all this shit that's here for no fucking reason. All they had to do was just give you a Y and an X sensitivity, aim down sight sensitivity, aim down sights Y and X sensitivity, dead zone, and call it a fucking day. I have no idea why DICE does this with their fucking shooters. Soldier sensitivity, soldier aim, and all that shit. X, Y, aim down sights, X, Y. Stop adding all this extra shit, man, because what the fuck does any of it mean? I don't know what any of that shit means, man. I'm not a fucking dev. It's the same gripe I have with Apex Legends, their advanced aiming setting. It's like, yo, I know I clicked advanced, but dude, do you think I really know what any of this shit fucking means? I fucking don't. And that's always a problem with me, man. Like, why is it so hard to make it easy for the controller players to adjust their fucking settings? It shouldn't be that fucking hard at all. Now, I think that the fact that you couldn't see the layouts when you were changing the controller settings, I think that's a bug. I would assume that's a bug. I would hope they're not just expecting you to fucking know, because look, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't fucking know. All right, so I hope they're not expecting me just to fucking know. I think that's just a bug, but I'll tell you what's not a bug. Them dumbass settings. Them dumbass settings are not a bug. Just X, Y, aim down sights, X, Y, dead zone. Call it a fucking day. Probably, response curves for people that like fucking with that. But I'll probably make a video on the sensitivities once the game drops. So, if you were like me and you were confused, don't worry. I figured it out. I did figure it out. I did not show any gameplay from when I figured it out. But best believe I fucking figured it out. Alright, so that video will come. If you stayed this long and you listen to me just ramble, look, man, you might as well fucking subscribe, man. What's the point of not subbing? Subscribe, dude. Leave a like. Tell someone about me. Don't fucking gatekeep me, man. Tell folks about me. When this video is uploaded, that means my fucking community guideline punishment. I served my week. Fucking nonsense, man. Thank you, guys. That's it for Ja.
I told her to pray for me. I hope that you wait for me. Don't stay away from me. I made a way for me, and I don't say it playfully. I just be stepping, I hope that I win. Heart been so numb, I can't lose her again. Look at my life, you ain't seen through my lens. Can't call you my brother, can't call you my twin. Mop up my jacket, I've been stuck on winning. I keep a ratchet, don't know why you grinning. Knew he was spacey.